I think it's recording, yeah. Okay. Hi, everyone. So today I'm here with my brother Josh. Hi, Josh. Josh is Italian, Ghanaian Italian. Yeah. And today, as part of our African series, we're going to talk about Josh being Italian and Ghanaian at the same time. So yeah, it's going to be fun. And yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, Josh, so welcome to my channel.
So much.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited. I don't know if you can tell.
It's going to be good. All right. So yeah, you can introduce yourself. Like, I know I've mentioned your name, but you can mention your name again and where
All
you're
right.
from.
So my full name is Joshua Marco Asumeni. From the Marco, you should be able to tell where I'm from. I was born and grew up in Italy, and I moved to the United Kingdom just over 6.5 years ago.
Mhm.
So that's pretty much it.
Oh, wow.
I'm taking aerospace systems engineering
Josh
with
is going to be a pilot one day, so let's all get ready for that.
I'm in my penultimate year of studies, and that's pretty much it. I'm a lover of God, and I don't know what else should I add.
No, that's fine. That's good. That's good. Okay. So you mentioned that you were born in Italy. So
Yes.
tell us a bit about being Italian, like being born and raised in Italy.
I was born in Palermo, which is the capital of a region called Sicily, and that's an island in South Italy. So that region is quite close to Africa. Actually, there's the city Lampedusa, where a lot of immigrants land on boats when they cross from Libya to
Okay.
come. So that was the first focal point of many Africans when they moved to.
Wow.
So
Now I understand why there are so many Ghanaians in Italy.
and in particular in the south.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Majority of the parents moved there in the early 1990s, and all of them, you know how the diaspora works.
Mm.
So yeah, I've made it. You too. So all of them were, over there,
Oh, wow.
and that's when I believe about 50 to 70% of the Italian Ghanaians that I know were born in that city in
Oh,
Palermo.
wow. That's
It's,
so cool.
it's crazy.
Wow. Okay.
So that's where I was born, but I didn't actually live there for a long time. At about 3 months old, my grandma came and took me from Italy and took me to Ghana with her. So
Oh.
first year were in Ghana,
Okay.
and then I came back, I believe, at the age of I think at the age of 6 or so.
Wow. So you lived
Yeah,
in Ghana for 6 years.
yeah, those,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. How, how was it like living in Ghana for 6 years? Do you
Listen,
remember living in Ghana?
I was 3 months old, so you can imagine. But from, of course, not necessarily what I recall, but from pictures and what I've been told, it was quite a cool upbringing. Yeah, being being staying with my grandma.
Mm,
Her little grandchild is in
yeah.
Ghana, so you can imagine how I was treated. Yeah, so
Oh, all the
it
children that
was
live with
cool.
their
Yeah.
grandparents are the best because we get all the grandparents' love.
I'm telling
Oh, that's
you.
so cool. Oh, wow. Okay, so you left Ghana when you left Ghana to Italy again when you were 6. Yeah. So how was it when you came back to Italy? Like, how did you feel having been in Ghana for all that time?
Initially, it was quite scary from what I can recall,
Mm,
because during that time that I left to Ghana, my parents were also moving and being transferred about due to the nature of the job of my dad. So by the time I returned, they were returning back to Palermo.
Okay.
Then I spent a few years in Northeast in a city called Pordenone.
Okay.
And then from there we went back to Palermo, and it was just a different experience. I had only seen black children and black people all about, and then just boom, and it was intriguing because at first, even getting acquainted to my parents was a bit hard because I thought my mom was my grandma, if that makes sense. So that was a bit adjust at first, and then in Italy, I started schooling, and I had to catch up on the language for a bit and all those sort of things. But it wasn't too bad. It was just different, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. And I think at that age, I can just imagine what was probably going through your mind, and like the language barrier as well. So like, I don't know, how was school like in Italy?
From what I recall, Italians that are in the south side of the country are very jovial, loud, and welcoming. Because they are quite close to Africa, so a lot of people tend to say that they are basically Africans. That's how, even amongst themselves, that's how the Italians from North call those of the South. Like even among those, there's that bit of discrimination because of how they are. So it wasn't too bad, but in my city in particular, I think the main issue that was there, I believe you've heard about the Italian mafia. So Palermo is one of the and it's I feel like over this side it's only seen in movies, and now it's gone down, it's a lot more undercover. But the years I'm talking about in the late 90s, early 2000s, there were proper things that even at a tender age I was exposed to, and I was like, wow.
Wait, so you saw mafia like this?
Let me tell you, there's this episode that happened. I think we had traveled from north and coming back to south by plane with my parents. So from the airport to the city, there's a motorway kind of bridge that connects them.
Okay.
And we were driving back from the airport to city center, Palermo. And on that motorway, Annabelle, I kid you not, there were gunshots, like people were chasing others. And it was in the news the following day that it was a mafia coup, that something had happened, and they were, chasing a particular person on the motorway. And the driver was telling us, like, everyone hide your head. Everyone. I'm like, and at that age, I'm like, rah, is this a movie or something?
Oh wow, that's
in as much as I'm laughing at this, these are things that were happening, or you would even go to a shop that you see on the street normally, and next thing you know, that shop has been closed down, and you find out that maybe they used to they owed the mafia, so it's either the owner has been killed or they just shut it down, they burnt it. Even our church in Palermo, experienced one of these things where I think we had gone for an all night, and then on the Sunday we get back there and they have cut the veranda, they've cut it, opened broken the glasses, got into the church and stolen all our musical equipment and everything. So I was like,
wow,
yeah,
that's crazy.
It was bad, but now it doesn't seem that bad. Yeah, now it's actually gone down, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, that's really interesting. Imagine like, oh wow, okay. that's really interesting. Okay, so yeah, you've come back from Ghana, you're in Italy, you started school. I don't know, but did you ever feel any type of way about being Black? Because I mean, I don't know how it was at the time, but I know that recently, or even like a couple of years ago, you know, we would hear stories about racism in Italy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, when you were there, how was it like?
In Sicily, I didn't experience it that much, I would say. As I said, they were quite friendly. And in a sense, the racism in south of Italy is a bit camouflaged. So it's like subtle in jokes and stuff like that. But you know, at that age, you just want to be accepted amongst the
True.
rest. So your mindset is not really on it. And we only stayed there for 4 years, and then we moved to the north again in Vicenza, and that's where I actually realized that in comparison to the UK, I would say that racism in Italy is not just subtle, or it's not just hidden or in the in the system. It's evident. Like they will make it known to you that you are different, you
Yeah.
are black, you are lesser than them, and they don't like you. Like it's quite straightforward.
Wow.
There's been so many instances, but that racism in Italy, even now as we are speaking, I've left there about, as I said, just over 6.5 years ago, and still to this day, there's still strong cases of racism in Italy, even from politicians on live television, even amongst politicians. I believe there's a lady that was a member of parliament, and they made racially aggravated defamation, and they find her to compare her to an orangutan,
Yeah, I
which
think I saw that. Yeah.
is mind blowing when you think about it. But these things are happening, and they
Yeah.
go unpunished. Yeah.
Wow. It's really, I don't know, you know, sometimes, I mean, I'm not even going to pretend like things like that don't happen in the UK, because, you know, they do. And like you mentioned earlier, some of these things sometimes can be subtle, but they happen, they're there, but to kind of like have it in your face like that, as sometimes we see like on the news in Italy, or like as how some like Black Italians have described it. It's quite a lot, isn't it? Like
It
I
is.
don't know, like I don't know, how does it make you feel like when you think about it?
Um, when I was there, I think because it was I was directly involved and it was first hand. I used to actually get angry, and it used to annoy me strongly.
Yeah.
Uh, in as much as my group of, let's say, classmates or colleagues weren't necessarily like that, even knowing that someone that I know or someone like me somewhere in the country had been treated like that used to really put me off it. And I feel like in as much as it's not really good, it's something that in a sense you learn to outgrow and overcome by not necessarily focusing on it. So a lot of things have been ignored for years.
Yeah.
So that's what it was like that when I was there. But from this side, I feel like at first I was desensitizing myself from it a bit, because I was like, oh, I'm not there anymore. It's not really my business. But there was an event that happened because my little sister still lives there with my parents, and she was in school in Milan, and she was the only black girl in the school. And they're walking home after classes, and they walk past a bar, and the old men were sat out there, and as if they've seen a ghost. I don't know. They're just staring at the little girl.
Oh.
Well, and I think that broke her. So when she got home, she was crying, and then she called me to tell me. And
Wow.
realizing that's when I became a bit more passionate once again, because I was like, wow, it's still happening as bad as, yeah.
Oh wow. That would have been a lot for her, innit? Like, wow. That's nah. And like, even like you said, even we that we're grown now, it
Yeah.
still gets to us, when things like that happen. And even when it's not in the country we're living in, like this whole like Black Lives Matter issue in America, and you know, things happening around the world in Nigeria, it really gets to you because you know that people that look like you are being treated in a certain way because of how they look. It can be quite heartbreaking. Oh, but yeah, okay. Moving on. Okay, so I just want you to think, like, imagine if you had stayed in Ghana. Imagine if you didn't come to Italy when you were 6 years old, and you had stayed in Ghana until I don't know when. I don't know, how different do you think your life would have been?
Interesting question. I believe it would have been completely different. The reason why I'm saying this, I would take my older brother's life as an example. He was born and stayed in Ghana all his life.
Okay.
So seeing him and comparing to this side, that's how I would draw a conclusion. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like where we are in Ghana, and growing up with my grandma would have been quite interesting, and I believe I would have enjoyed it. Reason being, from a lot of conversations with yourself and other friends that were actually born in Ghana, a lot of the experiences that you guys went through are things that I, in a sense, wish I could, just because I'm in love with our culture, and and as much as I was born in Italy, like as soon as you cross the door, you're back in Ghana, basically. So
yeah.
I'm Ghanaian. That's at the end of the day, that's who I am. Yeah. So I really wish I had that experience as well, but of course.
Yeah. Where did your grandmother live in Ghana?
Ablekuma.
I don't know where that is.
Is it Accra?
I don't know much about Accra. Sorry. I was born in Kumasi and I stayed in Kumasi, so I don't know much about Accra. Oh, okay, that's cool. Wow. So you would have been a Accra boy by now, living in Accra.
All them things, man.
Oh wow, that's really cool. And I think like for us, especially like as African, like young Africans in the diaspora, I think our mindsets are quite different from that of our parents. And I just want to ask you this: do you think, because I don't know, but it's probably similar to with your parents, but you know, our parents have this mindset of, oh, we're gonna go back eventually, so you know, let's kind of like build ourselves there, even though they're here, they're building themselves for Ghana, you know. And what do you think as young Africans in the diaspora, do you think our mindsets is the same? What do you think?
I feel like it is dependent on your upbringing, because I've spoken to many, and I would say majority do not have intentions to go back to Ghana. And that's fully understandable. Of course, when you've lived your whole life somewhere, it's very hard to then go back to, you know, where your parents were born, or just, you know, go back and plan to stay there. But on the other hand, there's others that are interested in doing that. And I know a few people that even as we are speaking have moved back to Ghana, even at our, you know, in their 20s, for business opportunities and even career-wise. After visiting a few times, they actually loved Ghana so much that they decided to completely move. So I feel like it's depending on how, in a sense, your attachment to the country is. Yeah, personally, I'm really fond of the idea of investing in Ghana and having a few projects over there, just because I've seen so many opportunities. And I believe that with the resources that we have in Europe and abroad, it will just be wise to, you know, take that opportunity. But at the same time, moving completely there, I'm not too sure that I can do it, because ever since I've come, I moved to Italy and abroad, I've never stepped foot back in Ghana. So for about 17, I haven't been to Ghana.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
You've never been to Ghana since you were like 6 years old?
Yeah, for about 17 years. Yeah.
Wow, you need to go.
I was supposed to. My year of return was supposed to be this year, as you know, but
Oh,
we are postponed to next year for obvious reasons.
for obvious reasons, yeah. Oh wow, Ablikuma or that place. I'm sure it has changed massively because the whole of Ghana has gone through some.
I've heard and I've seen, so I can imagine.
Wow. You're gonna love it when you go back. It's yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, I know you're going to have the most amazing time when you go back. Okay, so before we start the quiz, my favorite part, is there anything that you would want to say to someone who's living in Italy who is Black and is from Ghana or from Africa, or someone who's think about your young self in Italy when you were younger, being in Italy as a young Black boy, and think about another young Black boy in Italy right now, probably maybe feeling how you were feeling at the time. Is there any advice that you want to give them?
Yes, and one thing that I would like to tell anyone that is Black or living in Italy right now, or even just part of the diaspora and living abroad, is do not despair and don't lose hope, and don't allow the external circumstances to determine how you feel internally and who you are. Many of us made the mistake of just allowing whatever was going on to get to us, and then in a sense alter how the perception that we had of ourselves. But what I want to tell whoever's listening is that your identity is not found in the acceptance of man and the acceptance of others. So that's my advice. And also chase every single opportunity that is given to you. For example, in Italy, I know that a lot of times, even education choices, course choices they are so they discriminate even there, to the point where a Black person will be always advised to be a hairdresser, no disrespect, whilst the white counterparts will always be pushed for the top jobs in quotes, as we would describe them. So don't let that affect you, and don't let that pull you down, and minimize your dreams because of what they are telling you. Keep going, and trust me, the resources are there, and with the Almighty God, nothing is impossible. Trust me.
Amen. I hope your sister watches this and she listens to this.
Oh yes.
Encourages her. I know you always encourage her, but yeah, I hope that she'll not worry about anything, and just know that if she has people like Josh in her life, she doesn't need to worry. Oh, that's good. I like that. I think it's really important, and it's something that I wish I would have been told when I was younger, when I first came to the UK. And I think like something that you mentioned, like at that age, being in a new environment, in a new country where you don't really understand the language. And I think in your case is even harder because coming from Ghana straight to the UK, we speak English in Ghana, so it's not as difficult, but still it's different. It's a different lifestyle, And as a child, you focus so much on being accepted, being able to kind of feel like one of them, that if we're not careful, we can lose ourselves. And at that time too, our parents don't have the time to teach us self-acceptance. It's all right. It's not their fault, actually.
I will never blame them. I actually appreciate them so much. Have they not made that journey?
Exactly.
We got to appreciate the effort, definitely.
Exactly. Oh, that's good. Okay, so we're gonna do the quiz now. Yours is going to be a bit different to the ones that we've had before because you're Ghanaian and Italian. So we're going to mix the questions up with some Italian questions and some Ghanaian questions. And Josh, if you get any wrong,
Listen. allow me in it.
If you get any wrong, do you have a Ghanaian passport?
No.
Yeah. So you just know if you get any wrong and you're going to apply for one.
I think this is a great preparation for it.
Okay. So, are you ready?
Let's go.
Okay. So the first question says, Italy is the first most visited country in the whole world. True or false?
True.
False. Wait, why do you think Italy is the first most visited country in the whole world?
Sorry?
It's actually the fifth.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So in 2018, it was the fifth most visited country in the whole world.
I just thought because of the so many beautiful cities.
Yeah, but yeah, they do get a lot of tourists, a lot. Yeah, so it's the fifth. All right, so the second question says, the largest artificial lake is located in Ghana. What is the name of that lake?
Lake Volta.
Yes! Oh!
Come on!
Well done. That was a good guess. I know you guessed that. That's
the only lake I know. I do.
That's the only lake I know. There's Lake Busumtree. Yeah, Lake Volta. Well done. That's good. Okay. So, what does tiramisu mean in Italian?
Lift me up.
Hey, Italian. Nothing lift me up. You know, that's my favorite cake to eat.
That's
tiramisu.
Same. I love it. I love it.
Cake. Oh, it's so nice. Yeah. Tiramisu means lift me up. Okay. So the next question says, gelato is healthier than regular ice cream. True or false?
True.
Yeah. Why is that, do you think?
Sorry?
Why do you think gelato is healthier than regular ice cream?
I believe regular ice cream, there's so many artificial ingredients added to it, and that causes that. But gelato is quite is made freshly and it's artisan.
Hey, you're really Italian, you know. Yeah, that was literally the reason they gave. Yeah, they said.
No, because you actually see it when you buy it. They do it.
Oh wow, yeah. So it says gelato is freshly made every day.
That's it.
And it's 70% less fat compared to regular ice cream.
I'm telling
you. Okay, so the next question says, who were the first Europeans to arrive in Ghana and what year did they arrive?
All right. I would say it was the British.
What year did they arrive?
Next.
Okay, so it was the Portuguese. So the Portuguese were the first Europeans to arrive in Ghana. And they arrived in 1470.
Oh, my idea.
Okay, so what does Italy mean?
Oh, wow. Wow. I don't know. It's astonishing.
No?
Italia. No, I give up. It's not coming to me right now.
Okay, so the word Italia means calfland. Calf, like a bull, like a young. I think calf is a young calf, right? Calf, yeah. So historically, Italy had a lot of bulls, people who read, like I guess the Mbrofo version of Fulani, I guess. That's how the name came about.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, but you're doing well. I'm actually proud. You know, when I was preparing the question, I was like, no, Josh is going to know, he's not going to get any of these. And you're proving me wrong. Well
Really
done.
testing me. I'm not gonna lie. But the thing is, like Italy, as you mentioned, is something that we were taught back in elementary school. So when you were
Oh,
mentioning, it
okay.
came back.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Ghana is the second largest producer of gold in Africa. True or false?
I think it's false. I think it's the first.
It's the second.
It is. Wow.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
second.
I overestimated the abilities
Yeah,
of.
no. We think too highly of ourselves. Okay. So the next question says, when did Italians start eating pasta?
Oh, question way.
When they were in the womb.
That's what I'm thinking. Like when? Oh, nah, I don't know. I'm
Guess.
not even gonna
Guess.
attempt it.
Guess.
Give me a choice between two years.
Okay. It's definitely a BC date. You know those dates that say AD and BC. Yeah.
I would say 700 BC.
No, so it was 4th century BC. So they pasta is theirs.
That's what
They go,
I always known about pasta. That like
they go way back with pasta. Okay, so where is Ghana situated in Africa?
um, Ghana is in West Africa,
Yeah, well done.
and
Yeah. Okay, sing the Italian national anthem.
I don't know. All right. Fratelli d'Italia, l'Italia se desta dell'elmo.
Wow.
Principio se scinta la testa dove la vittoria le porga la chioma e schiava di Roma. Il Dio la creò. Parapom, 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 pom, 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 pom. Fratelli d'Italia.
Oh wow, well done. Okay, now sing the Ghana national anthem.
After seeing what Hayford did last week, I will try not to emulate him.
Oh.
Okay. God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong, both to defend forever the right of freedom and of right.
Continue.
Almost.
Let us.
All our hearts with true humility, make us cherish fearless honesty, and help us to resist oppressors with all our will and might forevermore. Bam. Attention.
Oh, well done. That was good. No, it's good. You did well. Hey, George, you're really and truly Ghanaian Italian or Italian Ghanaian, whichever one you want to be called. Well done. That's good. Okay, so the last question on here says, where does pizza come from in Italy?
Where does?
Pizza.
Pizza. Naples.
Well done. Hey, so you base. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, you got that. You only got one question wrong. Oh, you've made Italy and Ghana so proud.
Um,
Unlike Hayford.
no shade intended.
Oh, Josh, thank you so much.